Manchester, police cordon off Harperhay Street after incident. Sign up to receive our rundown of the days direct to your inbox. Subscribe. When you subscribe, we will use the information you provide to send you these news. Sometimes they'll include recommendations for other related newsletters or services. Our privacy notice explains more about how we use your data and your rights. You can unsubscribe at any COVID cases in Greater Manchester are currently a cause for concern, as experts think COVID cases are not falling as quickly as they are in other parts of. This week on Wednesday, data showed all 10 boroughs of Greater Manchester are now above the national average for COVID infection rate. Dr. Janelle DeGruchy, Tameside's Director of Public Health and President of the Association of Directors of Public Health, told the Manchester Evening, "Generally our rates in Greater Manchester are coming down slower than other parts of the country, and that is quite concerning because some of our districts have actually gone up a bit, so Bolton, Bury, and now Thames. The question is, are we plateauing, are we hovering, or are we going back up? We don't quite know yet. I think the trends are still emerging, but if this is happening in lockdown, we'd be really quite concerned about any easing of the measures." According to the government's COVID dashboard interactive map, Manchester reported 1,02 COVID cases in the 7 days leading up to February 13, with a rolling rate of 180. Nearby Stockport reported 545 cases in the same period with a rolling rate of 187, while Salford reported 537 new cases and a rolling rate of 207.5. Efforts in Manchester to track down examples of the Kent variant of the virus are also being expanded. It was announced last week additional surge testing and sequencing was deployed to targeted areas around Manchester in M14-4, M14-7, M15-5, M15, M17 and M18, where a COVID-19 variant has been. Surge testing will now be expanded to targeted areas within the M40 and M9 postcode districts as well. A spokeswoman for the Department of Health said, "Extra testing is being introduced in addition to existing extensive testing, and in combination with following the current lockdown rules and remembering hands-face space advice, will help to monitor and suppress the spread." Positive cases will be sequenced for genomic data to help understand COVID-19 variants and their spread within these. There are concerns Manchester could face restrictions for longer than the rest of England if cases remain. He said, "It remains a very firm Greater Manchester view that we should see a national fix. We do not want to see any return to the regional or sub-regional tiers, which we do not believe worked, were confusing. Please let's not repeat the mistakes of 2020, with new strains around. Tiers in my view won't be able to provide an adequate defense. They didn't provide an adequate defense against the original strain, and I don't believe they will do so against any variant strain." Trending large gatherings are proving to be a cause for concern in Greater Manchester, with police stating they have dealt with more than 1,200 COVID-related incidents in Greater Manchester over the course of a week. Speaking at a weekly press conference, Bev Hughes, Deputy Mayor for Policing and Crime, said 280 fixed penalty notices had been issued, and she said, "The police everywhere are feeling that there is a lot more resistance now to intervention, but if they are called to a house, the householders are reluctant very often now to let them enter to check on what is happening, and I think that is going to be an increasing